It starts subtly, doesn't it? A flicker on a screen, in a dark room, the kind of light that catches your eye just as you're drifting off to sleep. At first, you dismiss it. It's probably just a late-night work email or a group chat notification. Nothing to worry about. But then it happens again the next night. And the night after that, the phone, which used to lie face up on the nightstand, is now always face down. A silent, upturned shell. You start noticing other things. Small shifts in the daily rhythm of your lives. The way he angles his body away from you when he's texting, creating a little fortress of secrecy with his shoulders. The sudden need for privacy on phone calls. Stepping into another room and closing the door. His voice dropping to a murmur you can't quite decipher. It used to be that you'd share everything, even the most mundane details of your day. Now, when you ask, who was that? The answers are clipped. Oh, just a friend, or work stuff. The answers are vague, like smoke, and they never quite satisfy the question hanging in the air. There is an emotional distance growing to... It's like a quiet, creeping frost. Conversations that used to flow easily now feel strained. You try to connect, to ask about his day, but his responses are short, distracted. He's physically present, sitting right next to you on the sofa, but his mind is a million miles away. You can feel it. The shared laughter feels forced. The comfortable silences are now filled with a heavy, unspoken tension. It feels like you're trying to hold on to sand, and the more you try to grasp it, the faster it slips through your fingers. And that's when your gut starts screaming. It's a low, persistent hum of unease that settles deep in your stomach. It's that primal instinct, the one we're often told to ignore, telling you that something is wrong. Something has changed. The foundation you thought was solid now feels like it has a hairline crack running through it. But then, the other voice chimes in. The voice of reason, of doubt. It whispers, "You're just being paranoid. You're overthinking this. He's just stressed from work. You need to be more trusting." You want to believe that voice desperately, because the alternative is too painful to even consider. So you push the suspicion down. You tell yourself you're creating problems where there are none. You try to be the cool, understanding partner. You try to ignore the sick feeling that churns inside you every time his phone buzzes with a message from a name you don't recognize. You try to pretend you don't notice the way his eyes don't quite meet yours anymore. You make excuses for him, for the late nights at the office, for the new cologne he started wearing, for the sudden interest in hitting the gym. He's just working on himself. You reason. That's a good thing, right? But denial is a fragile shield. It can only hold for so long before the evidence starts to pile up, becoming too heavy to ignore. It's a puzzle, and you didn't even realize you were collecting the pieces. A credit card statement with a charge for a restaurant you've never been to, a stray comment from a mutual friend that doesn't quite add up, a forgotten password that suddenly works on an old, shared tablet. Each new piece is a small shock to the system, a tiny betrayal that chips away at your carefully constructed reality. You find yourself becoming a detective in your own life, a role you never wanted. You start paying closer attention. You watch, you listen, you connect the dots. The late night messages, the sudden privacy, the emotional chasm between you. They aren't isolated incidents. They are symptoms of a deeper issue. The maybe I'm overthinking starts to sound less like reason and more like a desperate plea. Your heart is at war with your head. Your heart wants to believe in the love you built, in the person you thought you knew. But your head, armed with mounting suspicion, is preparing for the worst. It's an incredibly lonely place to be, isn't it? Trapped in your own mind, wrestling with these heavy thoughts, unable to confide in anyone because saying it out loud would make it too real. You feel like you're going crazy, questioning your own sanity. Am I imagining this? Am I the one causing this distance with my suspicion? It's a spiral of self-doubt and anxiety. You lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, replaying conversations, searching for clues, for any sign that you're wrong. But the gut feeling remains, a steady, unwavering compass, pointing towards a truth you're not ready to face. And then comes the moment of truth. It's never as dramatic as in the movies. It's usually something small, something mundane. Maybe he leaves his laptop open by mistake. Maybe a notification pops up on the car's Bluetooth screen. Or maybe, just maybe, you decide you can't live in this limbo anymore. You can't live with the constant knot of anxiety in your stomach. You need to know for your own peace of mind. So, one evening, as the house settles into its usual quiet, you hear it, that familiar, flickering sound of a notification. He's in the shower. The phone is on the nightstand, face down. As always, your heart starts pounding in your chest. A battle rages within you. Don't do it! Respect his privacy. This will break everything. But another, stronger voice answers back. You deserve the truth. You deserve peace. Your hand shakes as you reach for it. You pick it up. The screen is dark, but you know that with one touch, everything could change. You take a deep breath, your thumb hovering over the home button. The silence in the room is deafening, broken only by the sound of your own racing pulse and the distant hum of the shower. You press the button. The screen lights up, and there it is. The truth, in black and white. Navigating these feelings of suspicion and betrayal can be incredibly difficult and isolating. It's important to remember that your feelings are valid. If you find yourself in a situation like this and are struggling with the emotional fallout, please know that help is available. Talking to a therapist or a trusted friend can provide clarity and support. You don't have to go through this alone. Trusting your intuition is a powerful thing. But taking care of your mental and emotional well-being is the most important step of all. Thanks for watching! And if this resonated with you, please consider liking and subscribing for more content that dives into the real and sometimes difficult parts of life and relationships. Take